What's up, guys? LD Moto back here with you, getting back to the SYX-R build. I got some stuff. I got a little bit of hardware I'm gonna try and use. I did learn a little bit more about it. I mean, I'm designing this basically off pictures of, the bike the plastics actually go on, but the air filter system, I kind of figured out something a little bit better on that too. Let me turn this thing around. But yeah, I had to cut it at an angle, and it seems to be, well, it was the best open I can get, because as long as I can get that amount on there, I just got to get a clamp for it and it'll stay. But yeah, I got that figured out. But today, guys, I'm going to get the exhaust kind of buttoned up a little bit, and hopefully by the end of this video, it may be tomorrow that I finish the video, I'm going to consider it a success if we can actually sit on it and it will support the weight of Liam or myself. But yeah, so I'm going to get onto that stuff, guys, and thank you guys for watching. Stick around and you'll see how much we can get done on the SYX-R. Definitely going to get the exhaust figured out. I got some pieces. Shouldn't be too much. Got it. Welder. And yeah, let's get with it. Let's go. Alrighty, so I got this old handlebar here. Used it before, but thinking about it, I'm going to use it because it slides perfectly into there, and pretty sure it's the same dimensions as it, or same circumference, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just obviously going to cut it, put it there, and make the end of this fit to that perfectly, so we can get this thing kind of where it needs to be. But yeah, that's what I'm going to start on, and we'll do a little update here in a little bit. I mean, hopefully it works out good. So that's why I wouldn't. Let's get this sucker going again. Alright, all the hardware I have is just a little too long, so I'm going to chop these down. These are going to be on the gas tank underneath the seat. So these are, I had a couple of these around. Let me show you. Flathead, or not, yeah, Phillips head flat. So I think this will work out a little bit better. So I'm going to chop some of that off and at least get the gas tank mounted. I just wanted to get a couple things kind of taken care of on the plastics before I jump onto the exhaust. Expecting, get that all done soon. So, alrighty. Got my piece measured out for the exhaust. Chop it there. Get it to the length. Then I'll probably have to angle it just a little bit. But why I was waiting, I'm going to do that here in a minute. I know it's a little janky, but for testing purposes, I'm going to see how this works when we get it put together. I'm going to get a new air filter for it, but I want to see if this flow helps with the with it revving out, because before it wasn't revving out right because it didn't have enough proper airflow. So when I get everything squared away, I'm going to try that out, see if it works. If not, I'll change up some stuff, see if it works with this by itself. If this doesn't work, but I just want to have something on there, better than nothing. So hopefully that will do what we need to do. Shouldn't be too much restriction. But yeah, get this going here. I know it's not perfect, but the whole bike's not exactly designed for itself, but whatever, that's what we're working on. And I might have to put a couple spacers in between here because it does rub a little bit, but it shouldn't be too big of a problem. Alright, on to the next stuff. I'm going to chop that, get that ready to go, and hopefully get it welded on. Alright, finally on to the exhaust. I know it's not straight, but I should be fine. I mean, I'm not, like I said before, I'm no expert at two strokes, but I think it should be okay. It's fairly smooth. I did file out this, so I'm going to get this tacked on here. Then I'm probably going to have to drill a new hole for the mount on the stinger silencer, or whatever you want to call it, and should be there. I do have that figured out a little bit more, so hopefully by the end of this video, like I was saying earlier, we can have this thing where we can sit on it, and then I would think that would feel more of a success at that point. So stick with us, guys, we're getting there. Definitely not an expert at welding, but I have been practicing a little bit. Not dimes, but they're getting there. They're getting there. Alright, I'm gonna get back on this thing. I'm gonna take the flap disc to it afterwards and kind of hopefully smooth it out so it doesn't stand out so much, but overall not too bad. Alrighty. Not perfect, but not too bad, if I don't say so myself. I had to leave a little bit of, material on there, so because two strokes vibrate a lot, so who knows how long it'll last. But alright, I'm gonna get this sucker back on there and get this exhaust straightened out. Get that all fitted on there. Doesn't look too bad. I may have to trim this off right here, not a big deal. So now I'm going to actually probably remove this. I'm going to have to probably make a mount kind of like that up here, but really I might just use that one off there because that frame is not any good. I need to take it off eBay. I was trying to sell it, but I think I'm going to use too much of it, so yeah, I'm going to have to take that down. Alright, we're getting somewhere. I'm going to get back onto this, and we'll do a little update here in just a little while. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Alrighty guys, I got a bunch done on this thing. I still got a lot more to do, so I'm going to get back onto it tomorrow. I'm going to continue this video, but let me show you what I got going so far, because I've done quite a bit since I think I've updated, but let me show you. Alright, the seat, I started doing this, but there's too much material in between here, so it doesn't stick far enough through. Got the exhaust done. Used a little more of the SYX. I'm going to have a couple bolts here because the bottom of this has got a couple brackets in there. That's strong. Gas tank is on there, sturdy. But yeah, guys, I'm going to continue this tomorrow. Please stick around, and we'll get this bike actually where you can sit on it. You might be able to ride it. So yeah,
I'll go fast on it.
Yeah, he's gonna try and go fast. But all right, we'll catch up with you guys in just a little while. Alrighty, next day, back on the SYX-R build. Yeah, I need to finish up some brackets for the rear plastics here. I'm gonna weld a couple bolts here, so when we put the rear plastics on, I can just bolt that on down. Yeah, I should be able to button it up get it sturdy, like I was saying, get it where we can sit on it, and he can probably take it for a ride. I do need to get the pit cock for the gas tank. I believe it's the same one. But once we get it testable, you're probably not going to get to see this thing for a while until we get everything done. Then we'll do a final unveil of what it looks like, because we still need to get a new back brake cable, get it frayed out here. Gotta get the tire replaced, get it painted up, get her looking primo again. But while we're waiting on to get this thing done, I was having an idea about this. I probably mentioned in the other video. Yeah. But what I think I'm going to do is kind of make it back towards the original. But the only thing that's not going to be original on it really is obviously it's going to have a new motor plate and probably a full frame, so we don't have to worry about that again. But what I'm going to do is probably retire Mini Gravedigger here. Trevor did an awesome job. It was a fun experience. The kids loved it for why it lasted, but it just keeps breaking and it's just not worth it anymore. So what I'm going to do is probably take the motor off this and reinstall it onto that somehow. So when Leland's ready to start trying to learn how to ride a dirt bike, it'll be a good start for him. But yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do with that. I'm going to try and get it back to, usable. Don't hold me on a time frame, but it's going to be after this probably. Yeah, just another project to add. But this one's probably just going to be retired like I was saying. But it's enough jibber jabber. I'm going to get back onto this, and I'm going to do a little update here in a little bit, because, yeah. Let's see what we can get done on this thing. Oh yeah, I got to straighten out the seat too. Let me show you what I did over here. So yeah, it's just a little too thick here. It's not coming out far enough. I did put spacers in here thinking that would help, but it didn't, so I'm going to have to take those back out. But I might have to remove just a little material in there to make that work right. But yeah, all right, we'll see everybody in just a little bit. Thank you guys for watching, and let's get some more done on this thing. Alrighty, guys, it's put together. It's definitely not done. Nothing's tight, but all the mounting points that I think are good. I'm gonna show you here in a minute, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's just know it's not completely done. We got to do painting. We got to get brake lines. We're gonna do some detail stuff here and there with stickers and all that kind of cool stuff. But I mean, the exhaust is still kind of dirty. But yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. So it's enough talk. Let me get outside. I got it in the sunlight so we can just kind of get a better look at it and kind of explain the little pieces I did here and there. Air filter, it's still got a little bag on it right now because I don't want to get nothing in it. But all right, it's enough talk. Let me get you outside and show you the SYX-R. All right, guys, here she is. It's not completely done. It's gonna have different handlebars on it too, some detail stuff. But let's see here. Doesn't look bad. I mean, definitely needs some cleaning up. Got this in there. It's not perfect. Gotta do a little bit of adjusting. Like I'm saying, nothing's tight. Got a couple screws down there that I put here and down here. I still got to put the plate back in here, the guard, tighten everything up. Get the fuel shut off on here. Probably gonna have to change these screws right here. I don't think they work too well. Got to get some spacers for this so it doesn't rub. Handlebars, rear back tire. But yeah, that's about it for right now, guys. I want to thank you guys for all watching. Come back. It's probably going to be a little while before we get another episode or series of the SYX, because I want to get a couple more things lined up and do a kind of not a final, but final build. It's probably going to be like a hyperlapse type thing. No, not hyperlapse, time lapse. Just finishing it up. Shouldn't be too long. Then get this thing for a real test ride. But anyways, LD Moto, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.